This is the INO podcast where we're all about healthy debate, honest conversation, and talking beer junk. Information, knowledge, observation. This is a yes or no question, and depending on what you ask, then depending on what you answer, I will ask the question. We've relaxed restrictions on CARICOM recently to have more migration, correct? To some extent.
Yes.
How did? Okay,
yeah, sure.
Right.
Sure.
Okay, before COVID, we had almost 30% unemployment with young people, amongst young people in Barbados. How would that affect us? More people coming to Barbados and us competing in the job market?
Well, okay. Let's put COVID aside. Over the past year, the Barbados government had carried out a demographic study on Barbados' population, because there's this feeling that Barbados' population is too small. Not only too small, but that we basically have an aged population.
Mm-hmm.
And if we are not careful, if we don't augment the economically active segment of the population, we're going to have too few economically active citizens trying to support a large number of old age pensioners and elderly persons. So I think no final decisions have been made yet, but the feeling is that if we do need to augment our population, I think the first place we're going to look at is our Caribbean brothers and sisters, right? Because we're all the same people, we know each other. But aside from that, so there could be a case to be made that we do need to boost our population numbers, particularly in the economically active years, and if we have to look outside, the first place we really should be looking at our brothers and sisters from the Caribbean.
But I just know that a lot of young people, the reason why I ask, I know a lot of young people right now that are unemployed, right? And knowing that there's going to be a huge set of people coming into the market now, wouldn't it be, not a huge set, but I mean, it would still be quite more competitive than how it is now.
The thing is, right, I always wondered if the jobs that the people coming in will be taking are jobs that we will want, we being young people.
Good point, because remember, when there was a time when our unemployment went down to about 5%, historically probably the lowest outside of the period of enslavement. No, that just was under the last Owen Arthur administration. And at that time, we were 5 to 7%, somewhere around there. But it was extremely low. It was really historically the lowest since the period of enslavement when people worked for free. And Barbados had a very liberal immigration policy in relation to Caribbean migrants,
right?
Even undocumented Caribbean migrants,
right?
And then remember there was a change of government in 2008, and the new government came with these draconian policies where they were deporting undocumented Caribbean migrants. And a lot of
20th, boy.
And a lot of people that they deported were people working in agriculture,
right?
People who were earning money and buying their groceries from the neighborhood mini mart, contributing to the local working class community. And what we did actually was shoot Barbados' economy in the foot, because this idea that there's a fixed quantity of jobs, and if some people have a job, it means you're depriving somebody else. An economy doesn't work like that. If people are working, they're generating economic activity, they're spending money. What you're doing, you're kind of stirring the pot, and you're creating all kinds of different opportunities for and job opportunities and so forth, right? But the other thing that we need to bear in mind is that there's something called the CARICOM Skilled Nationals Program. And we need to bear in mind that just as CARICOM nationals can come into Barbados seeking opportunities, Barbadians can go across the region as well, also searching for opportunities. And in fact, there are many skilled Barbadians who do seek out and benefit from business opportunities, doing different contracts and so forth across the region. In fact, just today, I was speaking to one of them who does like computer programs and so forth. And so he's contracted all across
I think people need to do that. I think Bajans need to do that more often. They need to look abroad. We don't look abroad enough for jobs, honestly. I don't feel so.
I really want to push the CARICOM Skills National Program because I like to encourage all of our people. If you qualify under any of the categories, and there are about 12 categories now, go to the Barbados Accreditation Council there in Green Hill and get your CARICOM.
I've heard of it, but I don't know. It sounds familiar to me.
Because when you have that CARICOM Skills Certificate, you have the right to reside and work without the need for any work permit in all of the CARICOM countries, with the exception of the Bahamas. The Bahamas doesn't participate in the program.
Why not? What happened to Bahamas? Thank you. Not very funny.
You know how they are, right?
What happened? What happened?
I think say something, but it's not.
They're not part of the CSME, right? The single market and single economy. So all the countries that are in the single market and single economy, I think
Bahamas definitely group chat or something. Like, they were in it before?
No, they have this. I think they have this fear of, because they're in such close proximity to Haiti.
Okay, that.
They have this fear of Haitian migration into the Bahamas.
Okay.
But the point is,
right.
I just want to conclude the point. And I'm, as CARICOM ambassador, COVID has kind of put a pause on many things, but I will soon be getting out there again to explain the Skills Nationals program. For example, all people with there are many categories, but a general category is anybody with a university degree, anybody with associate degree, anybody with 2 CAPE subjects, then musicians, artists, artisans, a whole range of different disciplines. And once you qualify, is about going to the Accreditation Council, presenting your certificates to them, and getting your CARICOM Skills Certificate. It costs you $100. And once you have that, then you're free. You can go into any of these countries, get your skills certificate recognized in the country, and get in your passport your stamp saying that you're entitled to reside and work there permanently without the need for any work permit. So I really want to encourage Barbadians, even if you don't immediately intend to go to one of these CARICOM countries to work, get your certificate, you have it, opportunity presents itself, you are ready to go.
Only $100, honestly. Yeah, you don't go reapply. Yeah. I'm gonna ask you something. Go ahead, Mozi. If you
the certificate is specific to your vocation. If you qualify for 2 different things, do you have to have 2 certifications?
No, but you only need one really, because once you have the certificate, the certificate would indicate which category you have qualified under. But once you have that, and once you go into the country and you get your indefinite reside and work, you don't have to stay in that field. You could go into any other field.
You could do anything.
That's just to get you
just to
in.
relocate.
To relocate. Get you in. So the idea is you have confirmed that you are a valuable. You are a person of value to that economy. You are bringing skills. You're bringing skills that economy needs. You know, so that's the idea.
We need to be speaking about it more because there is some sort of misinformation regarding that, because some musicians with whom I work, there is regarding that.
Now the musicians need to go and get their certificates. All the artists, because once you have that certificate, it will make it so much easier for you. They can't ask you any questions. Get your. I've my daughter and all the dancers of Rhythm Tribe. Yes, I encourage them to go and get their certificates. So especially artists who, Barbadian artists should be looking to exploit other Caribbean markets. A lot of Jamaicans always come in here, or the Trinis come in. Well, we too, we can go to these other territories and get gigs, But having this certificate makes it easier.
Thanks for watching the INO podcast, Information, Knowledge, Observation. Be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to our channel. We'll see you soon.